Today we will be making red curry soup. Yes, I said it twice for a reason. We will be using red curry paste and also this red curry squash. Now don't worry, if you don't have access to a red curry squash where you live, you can use any other type of winter squash such as butternut squash. You could also use sweet potatoes, and we're gonna be making the soup in an instant pot today, so it's gonna come together very quickly and easily. This soup is gonna be super cozy and comforting. If you love Thai flavors, you're gonna really enjoy this soup. If you're new here, my name is Linda and this is the Vegan Petite channel. Now let's get started. All right, we're gonna start by chopping up our red curry squash. You'll need a big sharp knife for this. I recommend cutting it in half first, sort of like so. And then we will cut it into little cubes. Ooh, look at that flesh. All right, so now we're gonna scoop the seeds out of our squash. Might wanna use a slightly bigger spoon than this, but this will do. Now some people like to save the seeds to turn into a little snack if you want to roast them, or if not, you can just compost them. Okay, so now we have the seeds scooped out of our red curry squash. Now you can peel this if you want to take the time to do that. All I'm gonna do is see those little blemishes. I'm just gonna trim off some of those areas, but the peel of the red curry squash is edible once it's cooked, and it has, you know, all these beautiful beta carotene and nutrients. So we're just gonna save some time by not peeling it. And this soup's gonna get blended at the end anyways, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and just cut this into some thick strips like so. Okay. And now you can just cut these into little cubes like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and repeat with the rest of your squash. All right, after all that chopping, here's how much cubed squash we got. So go ahead and just add all of that squash to the Instant Pot. Next up, we want to use some aromatic veggies. I've got a couple carrots here, a couple stalks of celery, and of course some yellow onion. I'm only going to use about half of this yellow onion, so let's get chopping. Here I have 1 cup of red lentils that I have rinsed. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add water. Let's see how much we need. That's 4 cups of water right there. That should be good. Give it a little stir. I might even add a 5th cup of water, but we will see. Next, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of this vegetable better than bouillon. If you can't find this though, you can just substitute some of the water for vegetable broth instead. Now add half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of minced garlic, depending how garlicky you like your soup. I'm also adding about a teaspoon of ground ginger. Now add 3 to 4 tablespoons of red curry paste, depending on how much spice you want. So I went ahead and added 3 tablespoons of the red curry, and now I'm gonna go and add a whole can of coconut milk. Okay, go ahead and give this all a real good stir. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna add 1 can of diced tomatoes on top. And these you're not gonna stir in because sometimes tomatoes can sink to the bottom and trigger the burn warning. So we will just let those simmer on top of everything else. Finally, we can put the lid on our Instant Pot. And then we are going to pressure cook this for 10 minutes. It's gonna take a little time to get to pressure. And when it's done cooking, you're gonna let it naturally release for 10 minutes before doing finishing the release on the pressure. Okay, our soup is done cooking and it has been naturally releasing the pressure for about 15 minutes now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish releasing that pressure and go from there. Here's how our soup looks in here so far. So what I'm gonna do next, we're gonna transfer this over to a blender and blend it all up. All right, now since this is gonna be hot, you wanna take out the little lid from the center of the blender, cover it with a paper towel, and then cover that with a kitchen towel. And now you can blend until your desired texture. Pour the blended soup back into the Instant Pot. Okay, now I'm gonna add the juice of half a lime to bring out all those lovely flavors. And a couple teaspoons of maple syrup just to give it a little bit of sweetness and balance. And give that a good stir. Ooh, here we go. It smells really good. Oh, that is so comforting and cozy. It kind of tastes like a pumpkin soup, but of course with that delicious red curry flavor and the coconut undertones. The lime really brought out the flavors. I recommend serving it with a little bit of extra lime and some cilantro on top. It's not too spicy. And you get a little bit of that earthiness from the red lentils as well. If you like this recipe, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment below if you want to see more Instant Pot recipes. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future recipe videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.